Take a look at this woman. She is a fitness buff, graduate of the Naval Academy, and has a fulfilling career. It's clear she's also beautiful, but she told me her lower face has always been her biggest insecurity. Jawlines and chins are critical because our eye wants to see things balanced, especially a profile. A balanced profile is the very foundation of an attractive face. Now take a look at her again. She's got a great forehead, full temples, youthful cheeks, and nice lips. But you can see that the upper 2/3 of her face dominate the lower third. You can also see that her lips have no foundation. There's no basement that grounds them. You can see her lower face just sort of morphs into her neck. You're not sure where the lower face ends and where the neck begins. This is less pleasing to our eye. Our eye wants to see soft contours, but at the same time, sharp boundaries. We discussed this, I gave her my vision, and she said, let's do it. Stay tuned for part 2. So what are the components of a strong jawline? Well, let's start with the gonial angle as seen in this pic. A prominent gonial angle is truly the anchor of the jawline profile, because without this, the jawline simply seems to fade off. The gonial angle varies by race and by sex, and in men, the ideal angle is 90 degrees. In women, it's 110 to 120 degrees, which is a softer but still strong look. I want you to note that this is the immediate post-filler photo. I purposely exaggerate the filler here because I know it's going to settle and become softer over time. Now for injectors out there, here's a ninja tip. You must place more filler here than you probably think, and you want to place it a bit further back than you might guess. It is also critical to place filler along the ascending ramus of the mandible downward toward the gonial angle, because in this manner you create that anchor point that I was talking about. More to come, stay tuned. When creating a stronger jawline with filler, we have to outline and emphasize the mandible, commonly called the jawbone. This is the portion of the bone that connects the gonial angle with the chin. While everyone has a mandible, in some it is more developed, prominent, and easily seen. In that case, we say they have a strong jawline. When it's less developed, the lower face just sort of morphs right into the neck. We use filler along the mandible to enhance its appearance and make the mandible more snatched. For injectors out there, here's a ninja tip. Use a cannula and make sure you are pretty darn superficial with the placement. It will look a little weird initially, but it will settle in. If you place the filler too deep, you will never have enough filler to see an effect. Once you do this, you can see that you can give much more definition to the lower face, and now you can actually see where the face ends and the neck begins. More to come, stay tuned. I never do filler to create a strong jawline without making sure there is a strong and well-proportioned chin. A chin that is of the right size, shape, and contour is critical for a well-balanced and harmonious face. I think it would look weird to have a totally snatched jawline that ends in a wimpy chin. The chin should lie in roughly the same plane as the lips. If the chin is behind the lips, we call this a weak chin. When creating the strong jawline, it's important to assess the chin from the side and the frontal views, and if it's deficient, you must first work on that area. The chin must not only project far enough from top to bottom, it must also be the proper length to support the rest of the face. For injectors out there, here's a ninja tip. You cannot just enhance the bony portion of the chin. As you project and extend the length, you must also add volume to the soft tissue area known as the marionette zone to keep the entire area in proper proportion. Next up, let's see how this all came together.
I only wanted to see a jawline and a chin. My mom used to give me a hard time about my chin dimpling and stuff, and because it always looked like I was gonna burst into tears at any moment. It has truly changed my life. It looks so natural. You can see the difference in the way that I feel about myself.
Look at this.
Oh my god, whoa. Oh my god, wow. Holy cow. It's like I didn't even have a chin.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
See, everything's a little exaggerated. It's going to just kind of smooth out and settle in. But you have a lot of different profiles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, thank you for trusting me.
Thank you.
Looks, oh my God.
I've always been self-conscious about this my whole life. Wow. It's just insane. Like, I just feel like a different person in the best way. I have the confidence to like push myself further than I ever have.